Say It Out Loud Sports, episode 86. It's Wednesday. You know what time it is. What's going on, Pete? What's going on, Bob?
What's going on, man?
Not much, man. Eventful weekend. UFC 253.
NBA
we had
playoffs,
NBA playoffs. Lamar Odom beat up Aaron Carter.
While sagging his pants.
We had the YouTuber.
Austin McBroom beat the brakes off Bryce Hall.
The YouTubers versus TikToks. So I show up to a graduation party. My nephew graduated. So I go there after work, and I walk in, and I'm like, maybe the DS fight's on. But I didn't know. So I turned my phone off because I didn't want this guy to call me and be like, hey, because I was going to watch it when I got home.
Right.
So I walk in, and there's 45 teenagers in the kitchen eating chips, and they hear fights. I'm like, let's go. And I walk in. It's the stupid Social Gloves TikTok fights.
Way.
I'm like, what are we doing? And they're like,
they
what?
attracted a certain audience, and they got it.
They did. But I did.
Kudos.
So, we ended up getting the other fights after. So I caught the last three.
Right.
So it all worked out. But I did watch the Austin McBroom Bryce Hall live.
Yeah.
God.
It was pretty entertaining, actually. Bryce Hall got
should
beat
have called
up.
the cops. Dude, that was an absolute assault.
Dude, he got, assaulted.
He got wrecked.
Beat down. It was bad.
He's got to move. He's got to
Did you
leave
expect
town.
Bryce Hall to actually put up more of a fight?
No, absolutely not. He's got to leave town,
He
though.
looks like a pussy, right?
He's got to leave town.
They said Bryce Hall's been in 40 street fights. Immediately I thought
that's 100% a lie.
Do you remember Knockaround? Do you remember Knockaround Guys, the
Yeah.
movie? And Vin Diesel's like 40 fights.
Yeah,
I'm like, what is this guy?
I don't remember that.
Yeah, Bryce Hall has not been in 40 fights. He hasn't been in 40 pillow fights. Let's be real.
I was losing my
This
mind.
dude got,
Seriously.
he got the absolute brakes beat off him.
Pillow fights.
So I did. I watched that because it was on. I did not watch the Lamar Odom Aaron Carter. I just watched it about an hour ago. I forgot I was even on.
It was a full-on circus.
I was like, what was Odom trying?
I don't know.
I think he was half asleep.
But I mean, he obviously didn't train for the fight.
No.
Because you don't have to.
Yeah.
He looked like
he was
me
walking
fighting
like
my 6-year-old kid.
Dude, he was
He's
walking
just-
like a mile an hour around the ring, and Aaron Carter was just running around,
Throwing
Like he was on
throwing,
drugs.
like trying to
Just
hit Lamar
cracked
Odom.
out.
Just crazy. Yeah, it was absolutely, dude. I've seen two crackheads fight. That's the same thing. That was actually exactly the same.
No,
thing.
that was like an alcoholic versus a crackhead.
dude,
He
it
was
was
some
like
drunk dude.
He kept spinning around.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is going on?
It was wild.
He did tee off on Lamar for a little bit.
No, but
Lamar's
Odom
a
Quick
didn't
second.
even, doesn't even do anything.
He's like hitting frickin' a mosquito bite.
Oh, dude, Lamar
Nah.
killed him too.
Yeah, I'm glad. Like I said, I'm not going to order those. I still think Jake Paul's fights are real. Those two things are stupid.
Oh yeah, did you see the conspiracy on that though?
What?
How now it was Askren, now it's Woodley, and like this whole conspiracy about how it's just all this is all a money grab right now. Especially like Woodley, he's done. Askren done. I mean, it's a big money grab.
Dana
them,
called
I'm
them.
just saying.
Dana said they're lying about their
Yeah.
pay-per-view buys. They're lying about the money. He said they're not getting what they're claiming. He said
I'm
Tyron
sure
Woodley
that's
came out
probably
and
a
was
stretch.
like, Tyron Woodley came out and was like, I'm going to make more money in this boxing match than I ever
I
made
feel
in a
like
UFC
them-
fight. That's
could
Dana
be a
said
play.
they're lying. He's like Tyron Woodley hadn't won a fight in 3 years. He's 40, and now he's going to go box. He's like, nobody expects this to work. They're lying about the numbers. They're lying about the money.
I don't trust Triller. I think the Ben Askren one and the Nate Robinson, I don't think those did the numbers they said, but I do think him moving to Showtime is like
Showtime
that's
guarantees
a
you.
lot.
I think the Woodley fight's going to outsell both of those two for sure. I still think
Yeah.
Jake Paul beats Woodley.
Well, Jake Paul's smart to sign this Showtime contract
100%.
because you're guaranteed your money on whatever contract
Yeah.
you sign. You get, you sign 3 fights, this amount of money.
Yeah.
That's what you get. So he's smart to sign it, but I bet Showtime after one gets out of it.
No way.
Yeah,
This fight is
absolutely.
going to sell. Guaranteed.
Yeah,
100%.
It'll
dude.
sell, but it could
You're
be a
crazy.
play
You're
to
gonna
get
watch
these
it?
UFC
Mayweather
fighters
Logan
paid.
Paul didn't sell.
I think this is more
More
intriguing. It's a closer matchup. No one expected. I guarantee. Watch. You'll see. You're going to buy it.
I'm not paying for.
You're
these
gonna
guys.
watch it?
I will illegally stream that every time.
You will not admit to that over there.
Yeah,
right now.
I
Cancel
will,
that.
dude.
So I was trying to get us.
I'll legally
letters.
stream it and ask for my money back.
All right. Enough of that talk. Let's get to the real stuff.
Send
NBA.
them an itemized bill of my time. that I
NBA
wasted.
just like you sent Philadelphia the Jalen Hurts jersey you bought 1 day old.
Haven't
Did you
got it
send
back.
that yet?
Yeah, I sent it. I never got it
No, you
back.
didn't.
I swear to God. I
You
was
mailed it to
drunk
the
at
stadium.
home. I packaged it up, dude.
To the stadium.
Yes. Never got it back. They probably got
Well,
it
it's only
sitting
been
over
how long has it been? Like a month and a half.
there. No, less than that. Probably
Like a
like
month?
4 weeks. Yeah, a month maybe.
There's no way you get anything back. What if you get?
What if they send me a bunch of stuff?
They send you an autographed.
What if they send me
Real one?
What if they send me like Field passes.
No chance, dude.
Yeah.
What? Field passes.
Come on, dude.
Yeah, go
Sorry,
ahead.
sir. You know how many
guy's
people would
feeling
buy
it.
the wrong jersey and send it in?
I bought the right one.
No, well,
He
yeah,
changed
at the
his
time.
number while I was getting mine in the day I got it in the mail.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Could be a one-off, man. Just hang on to
Absolute
it.
backhand.
Hang on to it.
Rare. It's like our T-shirt we made for Mike.
And you know how hard it was to get the jersey
one of one.
in the first place? I don't get it. Philly, why don't they sell Jalen Hurts jerseys? You know how hard it was to get it?
Can you get a new one now?
In one color.
Oh, you want like the special
They have
ones?
you can still buy a Carson Wentz jersey in any color.
Yeah, it's on the clearance
Yeah,
rack.
right.
But you
Yeah,
can't
Foot
get a
Locker.
Jalen Hurts
$25
jersey.
bucks.
Yeah.
Like this guy's is a franchise quarterback. Why are we not selling
It's
his
like
jersey?
I could find like Meta World Peace jerseys around it
Right.
for $4.
Yeah.
I don't know, different.
It's got the clearance racks.
I don't know, man.
You can find Durant like Warriors jerseys for $20.
I wouldn't pay $20 for one of
You
those.
can
know
even
you
find Shaq shoes for $20.
Well,
I
they
got a
go for
couple pairs of those.
$19.99.
It's a nice little plug.
All right. Let's get to the real thing, though. NBA playoffs.
It has been wild.
Since our last episode, the Suns swept the Nuggets, and we're now sitting at
Broomsticks.
2-2 in every other series. The Bucks and Clippers both clawed back in the series after falling 2-0, falling down 2-0. And then the Hawks got
Hawks
pivotal game
evened it
4.
up.
Surprising. What is the biggest surprise to you, Bob? We'll start with you. The Clippers winning 3-4, Bucks winning 3-4, Hawks evening the series with Philly, or the Nuggets getting swept?
Nuggets getting swept. This is the MVP doesn't get swept. But then again, the real MVP swept the actual MVP.
Sure.
So, I mean, you win an NBA MVP. Like what he won it just before Game 1.
1 or 2, yeah. I can't
awarded it
remember.
to
I think they
Durant, and they don't
one or
win a
two.
game.
Yeah, they got swept.
Oh,
Bad.
Chris Paul showing out.
He's playing well. He's
Well?
playing well. He's
Oh.
playing well. Oh, he didn't show up the first series against the Lakers. And
Well,
then everybody
true.
acts like Devin Booker's not doing anything.
He's doing all
averaging,
right. He's
he's
balling.
averaging like 28 points a game.
So
I think 25, 25?
CP3 in the
No,
25.
No, look it up.
This series? In
No,
the
that's
playoffs
the
or the
series.
series?
So playoffs.
Playoffs.
Oh, total play. Okay.
So yeah, the first series he had to ball out. Paul
Yeah.
wasn't
Oh,
playing.
yeah.
Closeout game 47, and then
Yeah.
he put up 34 in another closeout game.
Yeah,
in the
He's
Nuggets
showing up
series,
when it matters.
In the Nuggets series, Chris Paul outscored him.
barely. It was 25.3 to 25.1 or something
Yeah.
like that.
Oh,
In the
balling.
Nuggets
splitting
series,
hairs here, Bob.
yeah, in the Nuggets series, obviously Chris Paul scored 37 points in whatever game 7. He hasn't done that in 14 years. 2008.
That's big time.
That's wild.
The biggest stat to me that stands out is his fourth quarter numbers. He scored like 48 in the Nuggets series. He scored like 48 points in just fourth quarters and shot 84%.
Yeah, you know
That's
what's
absolute
impressive.
closeout. He was closing teams out
the little move he did?
when he spun the basketball.
That's not that cool.
It was cool.
Stop.
Watching it live, you
I
didn't
was
get excited?
No, it was
I
cool
agree.
I was
looking,
like,
but did you hear the
damn.
announcers? He's like, "What are we seeing?"
Oh no, that's
Right.
a little aggressive,
What?
but
He just
like he's feeling it. He's feeling it at this point. He's playing around out there.
As a commentator.
he's a
He was showing it.
magician.
Well, that's his
Yeah.
job as a
Come on.
commentator to sell it.
Right. He sold it.
I guess that's true.
It's his
He
job.
got you to talk about it. So
fair.
he did his job.
You know what I mean?
Nice job.
That's
That's
a
off to
commentator's
him.
job. His job is
Not Chris
Yeah,
Paul,
that's
though.
why he's in the NBA.
Right.
Chris Paul's balling.
How does he get to he gets to the same speed? He shot 25 shots from the elbow.
He shoots
He
from
makes it
Yeah,
every
he, gets,
10
he,
to 17
he can
feet.
literally pick his
It's
spot.
nuts.
It's pretty
He's
incredible.
he's one of the only players in the league still shooting 10 to 17 footers.
Him and Chris Middleton.
Yeah.
And he's knocking them down. Nobody's stopping him. So
Yeah, I
I
don't
don't know.
Weird defense. But yeah, I don't know. Jokic, how about the Jokic fucking Thor hammer fist?
Oh, dude, you're not kicking him out of the
There's
game.
no
for that.
way
That's
you can't. Well, first of all,
ridiculous.
if you go back and look, he wasn't trying to hurt anybody. He was going for
Yeah.
the basketball. He got 80% ball on the down swipe. He swiped him on the top of the forehead.
No, hit him on
It's
the
a
bridge of
flagrant.
the nose.
Whatever.
It's a flagrant.
With his
It's a
wrist.
flagrant one. It's not an ejection.
A Thor
Yeah,
hammer
and you're not.
fist.
Yeah, you're not kicking out the MVP. You're not ejecting.
not
the
an
MVP
ejection.
for that.
Well,
It looks malicious because of the windup. He's 7 foot. His arm's 4 foot long.
Right.
So it looks bad. I get it's a frustration from him, but he wasn't trying to hit somebody. He wasn't going after. He was going after the basketball.
yeah.
I
I
agree.
guess that. So
I
like
agree.
when Devin Booker got ejected the Lakers game,
That's
for pushing Schrader. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got ejected.
Yeah, but that's
That
malicious
was more
intent at the
I guess.
player.
I didn't mind. I don't.
Jokic wasn't going
I
after
feel
the
like it's
player
a little cheesy, and you can't do
Little
that to
bit.
the MVP.
in a closeout.
He's the
game.
MVP of the league.
If
in a
anybody,
closeout
so, that's
game.
what I don't. That's the argument I don't like. He's the MVP. You can't throw him out. Like if someone else does
If
it,
he
they're
goes
getting-
after somebody, you can throw him out. But he wasn't. He was going after a basketball. And
I
he
know,
caught
but
the
just because
basketball.
he's the MVP, you shouldn't give him a
Right,
right
I
to.
get- yeah.
That was
He
the only
doesn't
thing on Twitter's like you Stephen
Yeah,
Stephen
no,
A.
you're
Smith,
right. That's
the MVP. Like if if so and so did this and he gets tossed, the MVP does the same thing. He should get tossed too.
Yeah.
Obviously, the league's not going to work that way.
If it's malicious intent,
the league's not going to work that way.
they reviewed that and everything, and still came out and was like, "This is flagrant 2. You're gone."
Have you ever seen a wind up like that? It looked like he had a Thor's hammer,
because his arm's 4 foot long, so it looks bad.
Like he was trying to.
He wasn't
like
going
it was a football.
to
It was a football
Cameron
move.
Artis Payne in the face.
So it's like Cameron Artis Payne. What is he playing? Running back?
Law firm.
Cameron Payne.
Cameron Payne. He wasn't trying to smack him in the
You
head.
see Jokic
Who is- wait.
brothers?
I swear to God,
Those fools were
Devin
getting ready to
Booker's
go buck
lucky
wild.
there was 8 security guards over there holding those dudes down.
Right.
Is Cameron Booker will get knocked out?
No. Yeah.
Jokic's brothers?
No,
Did you not
Jokic's
see
brothers?
these guys?
Yeah. No, they were going.
that was the guy I saw.
Yeah, they were going buck wild in the.
They took 8
frickin-
security
like
guards to
second or
keep him
third
off
round.
the floor. They were about to tear him his limbs off.
Yeah.
Oh,
They were getting
so-
ready to rush the court.
They were
And
coming on the court.
we're going to talk about this guy next, but okay, so it said choose your fighter, and I saw some crazy dude in the stands, and then Suns in 4 guy.
Yeah.
So the 2 dudes in the stands are Jokic's brothers,
I only
and
saw
they're
one.
as big as him.
He was wearing like a
And-
tie-dye
there was
tight
2, yeah.
shirt.
But yeah.
Oh, okay.
Dude,
I
those
didn't
2
see
guys,
that.
they're both like 6'9",
Yeah, they're big.
and they're both
They're
in the
big.
military.
They were
They're
ready
both
to roll.
military guys.
Oh, that's not good.
They were
They were
ready to roll.
coming on the floor to get Booker.
Speaking of security guards coming on the floor,
Kevin Durant's got his own bouncer now in Brooklyn.
he's gone.
The bouncer is his
Yeah,
own
they took
personal
him-
security guard
he can't come to the games.
because he went on the floor to protect
can't
Kevin
run on-
Durant. Timeout.
Protect Kevin
I'm
Durant.
on the Nets payroll, and my job is to be Kevin Durant's bodyguard.
He's not in the
And
middle
I'm
of a game
courtside. I'm courtside. Why am I courtside then?
in case something really pops off. Nothing even happened. They were laughing about it.
Okay, they're face to face. So he does his job, and now he can't come to the
Oh,
game.
dude, you can't run on the court every time someone gets in
Why
his
am I
face.
courtside?
Because you're his boy.
So he's in an altercation, and I go out and break it up, and now I can't come to games.
That's not an altercation.
What is it?
They're just having a disagreement. No one touched each other.
I don't
that
know,
fool
man.
ran over and pushed PJ
That's kinda
Tucker
bad,
or whoever
dude.
it was. I don't
That's
know.
weird. I don't know.
That's a sticky situation.
Yeah. If I'm like, why am I courtside?
I guess I don't know the answer to that. But still, you can't run on the court and try to, I don't know.
And do my job?
You don't protect them from in-game stuff unless there starts being a brawl
What
or
if
something.
PJ Tucker pulls out a shank?
Out of
That's
his
still not your job.
socks?
You know?
That's
Out of
still
his
not his
socks?
job.
I don't know, dude. People put stuff in their
Stop
socks
it.
all the time.
Stop, dude.
Ocho Cinco had cell phones in
Now,
his
if he had a
socks.
jersey on, it's a different story. Mm-hmm. But he
What?
doesn't. If his bodyguard had on a jersey,
Yeah, if he's on. No.
it'd be different.
All right, back to this Jokic Booker thing. I think did we finish that?
Yeah, that's over.
But Suns and 4 guy.
Suns and
Suns
four
and
guy.
4 guy.
Beat
God,
the
he's
brakes
a
off that
hero
guy.
in Phoenix right now.
Bro, he was
Oh,
so
dude.
calm about it.
Yeah.
He paused and then swung at the other dude.
Yeah.
And then continued to uppercut him, and his own boy just stood there. While he's getting
Dude, I
fucking
liked how he
uppercutted.
told him.
Tattooed.
Then after it's all done,
how he said it,
Suns
he
in
wasn't
4.
talking shit. He was trying to still convince them.
Yeah.
He's like, Suns in 4, guys. After he beat
that
the
was
brakes
only
off
game
both of them.
2, right?
That was 3.
I think
It was-
3.
That was game 3.
It was after
It
Phoenix.
was in
It was
Phoenix.
it was game 3 in Denver.
no,
Was it in
it was in
Denver?
Phoenix.
No, it was game 3.
So you might be right.
Game 2.
It was
had
game
to be had to
3.
be in Phoenix.
Why? What do you mean? Game 3 was in Denver, right? Game 4 was in Denver.
3 and 4.
Yes, this was game 3.
The Suns and 4 guy. I could have sworn it had to be in Phoenix.
No, it was
thought so,
game
too.
3. And
Only
he
'cause
told
that
him
guy was so
Suns
amped
in
up.
4.
Yeah, that's what I was.
And
thinking.
he didn't get attacked by more Nuggets fans.
Yeah.
So that's why I thought it was.
I thought
No,
Phoenix.
it was game 3 in
Oh,
Denver.
either way, but
All right.
what a legend. that.
Savage.
Yeah.
Did you find out why Booker was tweeting for him?
Nobody knows yet. I've assumed
He's trying to find his
put him
information.
courtside, dude.
Yeah,
I would put him
he deserves
courtside
it.
to troll Kevin Durant. He's my private security guard. He's on the Suns payroll now.
Right.
You don't get lippy out here, dude. Suns in 4. Come to get you.
He's courtside with boxing gloves on.
Dude, if Devin Booker puts him courtside and he just holds a sign the whole time.
Suns in
that
4.
says Suns in 4, and every time KD runs by, he just shakes it at him.
Yeah,
It'd be great.
right behind the basket.
Oh, dude.
Perfect.
They just let him roam around every time KD shoots
That's a
free
bad.
throws. He's just standing.
I
on
hope
the
they
baseline.
shouldn't reward him though. I mean, the other guy did throw.
He threw the
first
blindside punch.
So it's like
Anybody
you
with a
can't
hair,
record.
He
You can't
defended
reward
himself.
him. He defended himself, but you can't reward that type of behavior because then people are going to start trying to do
I
it.
think
everywhere.
you'll reward the
I
prediction.
know you.
He predicted it. Suns in 4. He told everybody.
No, I'm talking about you can't put him courtside just because he
Yes.
beat up a Nuggets fan.
Yeah, you can.
Although
Yeah,
he,
yeah,
he,
sure, why not?
Absolutely.
he defended himself. If
Yeah.
he started, it looked like he
He
didn't
didn't start
it.
the fight.
That's what I'm saying. So
He
it might
finished it.
might be all right.
And that dude's haircut, don't start fights if you got a haircut like that, dude. Only person that thought he was handsome was his mom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Get out of here, dude.
Was that the most surprising to you, the sweep?
Yeah, I thought the Nuggets were actually going to win, honestly. I predicted them to win in 6.
Yeah.
So that's a big surprise. But then the Hawks going 2-2 on this series is big time. That's big time. Trae Young's respect meter is gone up. Trae Young is a monster. I do.
I love him too. I didn't know he was a trash talker because nobody's like, he doesn't play a lot of primetime games, so you don't see it. This dude's a trash talker on the floor.
Yeah.
He runs his
I
mouth.
love it. And he backs it up.
And even was it last night's game where
Started
he went for
so bad.
25 points, 18 assists. Didn't shoot the ball very well, but he did everything else great.
So, yeah, I watched the first. I only saw the first, maybe quarter. I think he was 0 for 6.
Dude, they
0
were
for
down.
2. He missed 2 free throws. I was like, dang, this is bad. And then I went and played basketball.
He led the
I saw
comeback.
they were 16 down, and then I got home and saw they won by 3, and I was like, let's
Crazy.
go. Because I told you guys last podcast. You remember I said
He's the most hated guy in Philly.
Philly
Yeah.
hates
Yeah, yeah.
Russell Westbrook. I said after this series, it's going to be Trae Young because they're going to Hawks in 6.
How's Game 5 going to go?
You think the Hawks win?
I don't know. I'm hoping so.
Yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be fun.
Be
I just
wild.
Philly lost it. Is Danny Green out?
I don't know.
I know he didn't play last game. I know he's
Did you see the
They're
Ben
just
Simmons
offense,
warm-ups?
Is he
Where
what?
he's clanking everything? Like
Well,
a
it's
little
normal.
freaking 10-foot little runner layup, like
Clank.
off the backboard, brick. And this fan's recording him like, how can you be that fucking bad as an NBA player? Like, literally 10 in a row, made one, and then
He's young.
brick the next couple. Like, how can you be that
that can't
bad of a shooter?
continue to be the excuse. So that's
No.
No,
the
let's
excuse.
see. But go back.
He cannot shoot it.
Go back.
Free throws.
Look, everybody said LeBron couldn't shoot for this first 6 seasons.
No, but he can.
Yeah.
But he
that's
facilitated,
because
like,
that
Ben
was
Simmons.
his weakest.
Yeah.
And that's Ben Simmons' weakest.
No, he
attribute.
No,
like
he
LeBron
fought.
shot 32, 35% maybe. Simmons shoots like 9%.
Yeah, he missed.
Has he ever made us? We made 1 3 in his career or something.
Yeah,
like that?
something.
Well, he started like 0 of 22. You remember,
And
but he
he's-
only shot 22 in a season that year. And then
Shaq
the
has-
second
LeBron was
year-
always shooting.
yeah. That's
So-
true.
But LeBron's
LeBron
his
had to be.
weakest thing was his shot, so that's what
and
they
then
picked
he
on.
fixed that.
Simmons,
That's
that's
what
his
Simmons
weakest,
has
but
to
it's
fix
actually 100% true. He can't.
Right.
He's
And
gotta
free
fix
throws.
it.
Free throws is the biggest thing because what did he shoot 1 for 5 last
He was
game?
like 25%.
Yeah, what are you
from the free
doing in
throw
the
line.
offseason?
Well, I mean, these guys now,
Besides
these
banging a
these young,
Kardashian
these
or
young
what?
Thundercats are hanging out with the Kardashians and the Jenners all week in the pool and the yachts instead of shooting free throws.
I don't know.
Get it. I don't get it.
But Simmons would be a top 5 player if he could shoot
100%.
easy.
If he fixes his shot,
He
he's a
does
top
everything
5 player.
else great.
Yeah, he defends. He's long, rebound,
Plays
triple
great.
double.
rebound,
He
pass.
should have been defender of the year.
Yeah, I don't see him coming out of the East regardless. I think the Hawks could easily beat him just because of how bad. Like obviously, if Seth Curry drops 30,
Right.
but Danny Green missing's big. I don't know how long he's out for. I know he missed last game, but
Yeah, because he's a 3-and-D guy.
he's
And-
a veteran leader, champion, three different teams,
right.
and then Embiid's great, but last night they held him down pretty well.
Though.
Yeah, he's fragile.
Yeah.
Every time.
Can the Hawks win? You got Philly. You guys got both.
I think the Hawks would beat Philly. I don't think they can beat the
I
Bucks. or the
think
Nets,
it's
though.
intriguing. I think the Hawks
Is it
might
next-
push
is
it.
it-
I think they might push it to 7.
Is it whoever wins the next game gets the series? Like if Hawks, it's in Philly. So if
Whoever
Hawks
wins
win
game
in
5,
Philly,
whoever wins game 5 wins the series.
this-
That's in Philly.
Yeah.
Because that'd break Philly. If Trey goes in to Philly game 5 and beats them, and then comes home
Yeah,
for
I mean,
game
they
6,
won game
they're
1 in
broke.
Philly.
They're broke. They breaks Philly.
they blew a 16-point halftime lead, dude. That's big.
Right.
That's when
Going
the Hawks
into-
were down 16.
Going in.
But the
Trey
Hawks
let
almost
him
gave
back.
it to him game 1.
They almost gave it.
They
up.
did.
Yeah.
It's
So-
an interesting series. I can't
Right.
wait to watch game 5.
I want to see it go to game 7.
Yeah, me too. That'd be a intense game 7 in Philly with Trae Young.
Yeah.
Please
Lights out.
sign me up.
Right.
All right. Yeah, I'll take Hawks in 7. That's my
Dude,
final.
if they win
That's
game
who you-
7 in Philly, the next
What
morning
was
Wikipedia will have Trey Young as a mayor of Philadelphia. It'll be guaranteed.
All right. Who do you got then? Because this is it. This might be our last NBA one.
I'm taking Hawks.
Hawks in 7.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going with.
Taking Hawks.
I'm going
You
to go
got
with
Philly?
Philadelphia.
7.
I'm going Hawks in 6. Win at home.
Okay. And then you got Philly in 7.
7.
I think it was 7. All right. Clippers. That was kind of. I've been on this team all year. Not a big fan of them, but
Paul George showed
they
up.
keep.
They excite me.
When they go down 2-0, I'm
Paul
like,
George
that's a wrap.
showed up.
Yeah.
2-0
They could've-
again.
Right.
And I was like, dude, the Jazz are just this good. Like, and I've been calling the Jazz going to the finals, so I'm like, this Jazz in 5. Keep saying it.
Yeah.
But Paul George last game's 31 points.
Shows up. If he shows up, the Clippers win.
He's been
It's very true.
very true. But the key, Marcus Morris.
Marcus Morris,
22 points in the
draining.
first
Well,
half.
he led. You know, he led the NBA in catch and shoot 3-point percentage.
Is
Like
nuts
catch
to
and
me.
shoot, he shot like 58%.
22 in the first half. You can't allow that. If you're the Jazz, you can. If Paul,
Well,
and
what can
Kawhi
you
go off,
allow? You
I'd
can't. You
rather-
can't let Kawhi and Paul George just do whatever they want. You want to force the ball out of their hands.
Right.
When you do,
And make Marcus
Morris is
yeah.
I don't-
your
yeah,
Morris
it's just strange.
is shooting lights out. You can't go out and be like, okay, we're gonna ball denial on Marcus Morris. Kawhi Leonard just get to the hoop.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's
it's
the
a
weird thing
double-edged
to me.
sword.
You got
It's tough.
Gobert down there defending, but I guess that's why Morris and Batum are out there wide open.
Yeah.
Is that
I
what's
mean,
going
it's
on?
tough.
Where's Conley?
If Paul George plays well,
He's
the Clippers
should be- hopefully
are
he's back.
winning games. It's crazy.
I think that's big
They're
for
hard
the
to beat.
Jazz.
Huge.
Yeah.
Paul George is the key. If he's got to play well, and the Clippers
Utah
are
really,
tough to beat.
really could be down 3-1 right now for game one.
Dude, you
Like,
know,
there was
after
no Conley game one, right?
that three that Leonard
And
shot,
they had the lead at halftime.
yeah. And Leonard
I
had
mean, it
Leonard
could
had
be
the
3-1
three.
that
right
was
now.
the game after last Tuesday, right?
It
Yeah.
could
That was
be
the game
3-1
Leonard
right
had.
now.
Leonard had the three to I don't know, was it winner or tie it from the corner?
No, Leonard and George both passed up to give
Yeah.
it to Reggie
Oh, that was
Jackson.
the other one. Do you remember Rondo yelled at Kawhi Leonard?
Yeah.
He hasn't played since.
That's interesting.
He hasn't played a minute since.
Kawhi got banged up a little bit towards the end of the game.
Yeah. He
last
said
game.
he's fine.
Said
He's
good.
all right.
Yeah.
Got the
That
little
dude's
knee
got
bang.
back.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're going to get banged up, but you dunk on the entire city.
Right.
That dunk
That was
good.
nasty.
Jesus, bro.
I still got Jazz. I'm got Jazz in 7 though.
I'm taking
I'm
Clippers.
extending it.
Clippers.
Win the
Clippers.
series
7,
6.
6. They get the next day, win
6.
4 straight.
Yeah.
Get on my face.
That's what we're here for, entertainment.
Yes.
All right, Bucks and Nets.
Let's go.
I mean,
Bucks.
I was kind of we talked about last time. They were down by 50 in game
Right.
2. Obviously, Kyrie going down was massive.
Yeah.
Game 3, game 4.
Game.
Well, no, let's talk
2,
about game
right?
game
Game
2.
2.
No, they were up 2-0. Let's talk about game 3 first. The end of game 3, Bruce Brown got
Gets-
so much heat for the play he took the last shot.
Yeah.
What do you want him to do?
He was having
Exactly.
the game of his life
So-
also, too. Let's talk
Not
about
game
how
of his life, but
that was
he
the
had a
best game he's ever played in the NBA.
Not
On
not
offense?
16 points. I'm sure he's had more. I'm pretty sure, but
I don't
know.
think so.
I will
Might
bet
have
you
to
he
look at
I'll
averages
bet you-
He averages 8 points a game. He had 12 in the first quarter.
Stop. So he had 16 and 11. But what do you want him to do in that play?
He
I
has to
said this
shoot
all
the
over
ball.
Twitter. I was freaking out because everybody was shitting on him.
He's gotta shoot the ball.
NBA,
have to shoot it.
Even NBA players were like, "What are you doing? Give the ball to KD." KD
Okay,
was
give the ball.
standing
Okay, first of all,
in the corner.
in that moment, the pressure. If he does try and pass it, he probably turns it over.
No, he had time to stop and compose himself. But you're asking a role player, a defensive-minded role player,
To make decisions with the clock ticking
because
down,
of your poor
shoot the
execution.
Right.
Like if you execute the play, that situation never happens.
but they don't.
I know. So now you're asking.
I have zero issue with him shooting a basketball.
No, he had to shoot. The only other option, what everybody kept saying, give the ball to KD. Well,
Of course.
that would be helpful if KD came to the ball. He was standing in the corner.
KD will
with
not come and bail
PJ
you out.
and Giannis. They didn't leave KD. KD just
Correct.
stood there. If KD's got to go get it. Kyrie was chasing him, trying
Do you
to get
know
the
how
ball
much
back.
flack
So that's the only thing.
LeBron James would get if he didn't go get the basketball in the
Right.
final possession?
Yeah.
And KD just stands there and watches.
Yeah.
Because KD's used to getting bailed out. Now he's not going to get bailed out because his 2 best teammates are hurt.
I don't know about that, but
And now he's got to do it himself, and we're going to see. He's going to lose in 6.
I get like you don't like KD, but
He's a fraud.
He's a butt. No,
He's a fraud.
dude. What are you talking about?
well, here's the other thing
He's
too.
getting shut
Like
down by a 4-year-old
people saying,
PJ
"Oh, I
Tucker.
told you they couldn't stay healthy." Like we are not going to talk about Kyrie going down on a freak rolled
No.
ankle. Like
Wow, I don't know.
I
That's called
told you,
karma.
no. Come on, bro.
That's called karma, dude. That's
No,
karma.
it's not like he's missing the game because he decided to go back on a vacation.
Right.
He's not taking a
it's
sabbatical.
A freaking basketball accident where he rolled his ankle. Like he's out. Like you can't predict that kind of
And
stuff.
then game 1, obviously Harden going down with his hamstring injury. That was
Yeah.
a little more because he was banged up throughout the year.
right.
So if you'd have said that, then it kind
Well,
of
he
makes
came
sense.
in at 240.
And now he's throwing the ball. You know, game 5 is on right now as
And
we're
he's-
recording.
he's
And
what-
I've been
he's
saying
like
Bucks
2
and
of
6,
14.
baby. All
Yeah.
that'd be wild if they come back. But Harden's rusty, can't get the ball. He's having a bad first
Can't
half.
get no lift on the jumper with a bad hamstring.
Bucks and 6, baby.
It's like 2 of 19 over here.
Is that a guarantee?
I got Bucks and 6. Yeah.
Is that a guarantee?
Yeah.
I think Bucks win in 6 too.
Milwaukee. Next game's in Milwaukee.
PJ Tucker's out there just shutting KD down.
love
Nobody else on the
You guys
Nets
are
can
probably
score.
right.
I
Looking
love-
at this game right now.
I
you guys
love
are probably
PJ
right.
Tucker. All right. I think that was that it. Oh, so Suns. We said you guys have Clippers. So let's get into the Western Conference Finals. I got Utah and Phoenix playing. You guys got Clippers and Phoenix.
Clippers,
Yes.
Phoenix.
So who wins, Clippers or Phoenix?
Clippers.
No, Phoenix.
I knew you.
Clippers.
No, I don't
I'm
know
sticking
what
with my.
I said
what
Clippers, 'cause I
You
said-
still
and
have
predicted.
Clippers.
I thought
Nets.
Chris
Yeah,
Paul.
I still have Clippers
You're
Nets.
just hoping the Nets can.
I don't know why I said Clippers. I was thinking of Chris Paul, but Chris Paul's getting to the finals.
He won't win. If he gets to the
What?
finals, he's not going to win.
Why?
He's not a winner.
Oh my goodness, bro! I can't wait. Till
He's not a winner.
I
I
can't
was
wait.
waiting for this
I
argument.
cannot wait till Pete has to root for his favorite team, and the two players he despises
mean?
most are on the Lakers.
He already.
He's gonna
yeah.
be be watching Laker games, hoping
Chris Paul,
hoping
LeBron
they
James.
win, but secretly hoping LeBron and CP3 lose. It's gonna be epic.
and Carmelo.
Carmelo will be there too. The whole banana boat crew. D Wade might sell the Jazz and come back out, catch another ring, dude. The whole they would
I've
come
thought
out.
about
They would
that.
come out the tunnel of every game on the banana boat.
Oh man.
When
Park it at-
when the Lakers draft
park-
Bronny James.
Oh, dude, it'll be epic. I'll buy you every jersey. I swear to God, dude.
I might have to hop on the LeBron
but-
James.
Dude, I'll
Might
buy
be a
you a
little too late.
banana yellow Lakers jersey, dude. Coming
All right,
in
so
hot.
you got long series, or you think Clippers? What do you got? Suns in
Oh man, I'm just,
6.
yeah. Suns.
I'm just Clippers just keep surprising me. They keep getting blown out, down 2-0.
Kawhi shows up. Paul George
wild.
shows up.
I feel like if that is the series, then Kawhi and Paul George do a pretty good job on Devin Booker.
And Paul.
Paul
Who
just goes
got Patrick?
bananas.
You got Patrick Beverly.
Right.
Get out of here, bro.
So I think
the
it's
best.
yeah,
I can't
I think it's a
stand him.
good matchup
Chris
for
Paul
the Clippers.
breaks that fool's ankles in game 1. Misses the rest of the series.
I mean, the Suns and the Jazz are pretty much almost identical type teams. They play good team basketball. There's a couple guys you rely on, point guard, shooting guard, same type team. So I think the Clippers, if they beat the Jazz, they're going to give the Suns, quite the series. I say it goes 7.
Yeah, I'll take Jazz. I got Jazz Suns. I'm taking Jazz. I'm sticking to it. I think it goes 7 though.
You got the Jazz getting to the
Yeah,
finals.
been saying this since All Star. The Clipper team is scary right now.
Right.
I still got to go with Jazz in 7 for that series. But
The
the Suns
Suns team's
matchup,
not scary?
No, it is, but they're similar. If Conley's out, it's hard to see them getting past Phoenix though, because Conley can match up with Chris Paul.
No, he cannot.
Have you watched Conley
Stop.
this playoffs?
Don't even.
Stop.
This
Stop.
guy, don't disrespect Chris Paul. Acting like Mike Conley's going to go.
Conley's good.
Conley's good.
Conley's very good veteran. Stop. You just
Memphis
I know.
was like, you want to leave?
Dude,
Go
it's
ahead.
night and day. Like you said, the playoff series 1, obviously he was
John
hurt.
Morant's already the best point guard to ever play in Memphis.
Wait,
People
according-
already don't even realize Mike Conley played there.
Played there
That's
for-
because all these people forget.
People don't
it's,
even
what have you done
remember
for me lately? What
Yeah.
do you mean? It's
Yeah.
instant.
right. Instant gratification.
People don't even know Mike Conley was on the
They said
Grizzlies.
LeBron James is already a top 5 LA Laker. That's completely false.
Oh, that's 100%. He's the best player to ever
See,
put
you
on
know
a
what I
Laker
mean?
jersey.
No, yeah.
Exactly what
He
I'm
might
saying.
not be a top 5 Laker of all time.
That's
He's the
what I'm
best
saying.
player to ever wear a Laker jersey, though.
Well, if you consider him the GOAT, then yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, don the jersey. He's the greatest one to ever put it on.
Stop.
Dude, you're weird.
Stop.
Retire number 23.
So
put it in the
East-
rafters.
In the East.
Hold on. Didn't I say Jordan Clarkson was going to shoot him out of games?
He
He's
has
2
been.
for, or what is he, 8 for 28 in the last 2
Oh,
games.
forever is what he is.
28% from the field.
Oh, forever.
Well, you failed him at game 2. He
Balled out. He did
Was
ball
out of his
I
mind.
don't care. I said he's going to shoot them
Was
out
that
of
the game I
games.
bet,
but
Pat?
he also shot
Shot him
dudes
in.
in.
Was that the
No,
game I
was
bet?
game 1.
I said they will shoot him out of one of these crucial games.
Yeah. That's fine.
Just saying. Just wait.
The odds
It'll
are
happen.
That's why LA let him leave.
No, stop it, dude.
Jacks. He jacks up shots. He's trash.
So
He's the
Eastern.
machine. He's the new Sasha Vujic.
He's
so-
100%.
You got Hawks and Bucks. Who wins in the East?
Hawks.
You got Hawks going in the finals.
Yeah, Trey's too good, dude. The storyline's too good. He's too hot
There's
right now.
no chance
So you
that
got
happens. But if
Hawks
it does,
and Clippers in the finals.
Tell me Trey's not.
no,
upset.
he's
who
got
you got?
Hawks,
Hawks and Suns?
Hawks and Suns.
That's weird. Vesper and Riot.
I got Hawks and Suns.
They were on the Hawks and Suns
Well,
last year.
Riot's
at Kerr McGee.
lights out.
That's where their Kerr McGee teams were. Hawks
Oh,
and Suns.
sign it up.
Lock it
That's
in.
a
Sealed
lock?
and that's
That's a lock?
guaranteed.
Could you imagine if you
That was
bet that right now?
I don't know.
All right, now you probably get
No,
off.
nothing.
I'm still going Jazz Bucks. So I got Jazz and Bucks. I'm taking Jazz in 7.
I'm gonna go
What?
Clippers.
Jazz are winning the title. I've been
Jazz are winning the title.
They're beating the Bucks.
They got to beat the Clippers first.
That's what I'm saying. They're gonna.
With John Stockton, Carmelo coming out of retirement, or what?
See, baby.
right.
No.
All right.
I'm gonna go
you got
Clippers Bucks.
Clippers, Bucks, and you
Yeah.
got Clippers.
Yeah. I mean, I would love to stick with the Nets, but the way this is looking right now,
Yeah.
it doesn't look too good.
Who's the MVP of the finals?
Chris Paul.
Just
Devin Booker.
for the cover art.
Chris
Just
Paul.
show him stroking Chris Paul,
Right.
petting
Chris
him.
Paul.
Have him holding him and just petting Chris Paul's head.
Chris Paul is going to be Finals MVP.
I mean, it makes sense if you got the Suns winning it. Obviously you got Donovan Mitchell.
It's cute.
You got
No, not
Kawhi.
Rudy. Not
Kawhi.
Rudy Gobert.
Kawhi,
So
or
just-
Kawhi or Paul George.
Kawhi. But look,
If
didn't
Kawhi,
we
wins,
say
if Kawhi wins,
his right?
his third title on his third team,
Oh,
and
you're
his
talking
third
about
Finals MVP, put him in the top 4 or 5 all time. Just sign,
Is
seal,
it
deliver.
instant?
How's it not? How
4
is
or
it not?
5 all time.
How's it not?
I think he's like 5.
He's 3 different franchises, 3 different rings, and 3 different Finals MVPs. This
He
will
might-
go anywhere. He'd go
He
anywhere
might
and win
be
a
better
title.
than LeBron.
No,
Did,
shut
did
up.
he get?
No, shut up.
Yeah.
LeBron
You know what I'm
took
saying?
that.
Did he get 2 with the Spurs?
He got
or just
He got one with the Spurs way early.
MVP.
He was Finals MVP. And then he went to
Raptors.
Toronto, won another one.
Yeah.
Finals MVP. Now he's in LA.
Finals MVP.
He's what?
The Clippers.
2 wins away.
The Clippers.
Yeah.
Tell
That
me,
was the team
tell
I
me,
thought. I thought
I'm
before
serious.
we said
never
LeBron
won.
This
should-
elevates him to the top 5 to me.
when LeBron was debating where to go, I said he should go to the Clippers and try to bring them a ring because no one can do that. And now Kawhi's
Kawhi's brought Toronto a ring.
Right. Now
So
the
I mean,
Clippers.
now he's going to go to the Clippers and get him one.
Then he's going to go to New York and get the Knicks one.
That'd be nuts.
That'd be wild.
Him and Randall.
Anyway, he said top 5 of all
Obi
time. He jumps
Toppin.
LeBron.
He jumps
LeBron's
LeBron
top
easily
1 of all time. How's he jumping him?
All right.
because he plays defense.
There's
Oh,
our
my Lord.
official NBA Finals predictions. We might do another NBA episode after. So we got NFL coming up. That's our favorite. I think that's my favorite. I like NBA.
It's never too early to start
NBA's,
in
but-
NFL.
But first, before we get out of here, UFC 263. Did you watch fights this weekend?
No.
Oh my!
I watched the
God.
highlights.
Izzy
So good.
Vittori boring
Whack.
fight.
Dude, the highlights were
expected.
The
amazing.
main event was the third from last fight.
Yeah, Diaz.
People were leaving
Yeah.
leaving during the Izzy and Marvin Vettori fight.
Dude, Diaz is undefeated. I feel like.
Diaz has never lost.
if
He
he's
just
ever
runs
lost
out of
a fight.
time. He just runs out of
Just
time.
runs out of
No,
time.
but like
He's never
literally, I don't
lost.
think
I can see that.
he can never lose a fight again. I don't think
He's the
Like,
only
he lost,
dude I've
and
ever
like I
seen.
left the thing talking about how close Diaz was to finishing him.
That's what people remember.
No one said he got beat up for 4.5 rounds.
Right.
I don't even think.
I know
He should've-
you're super biased. towards Diaz.
I think
He
it was
should've
closer
finished
than
him.
people. But
Yeah.
to me,
Yeah, it's
Diaz does not. He does to him. He doesn't have to. To him, he won that fight
Right.
because he takes it. He's
Well-
like in the real world, in real life. I win that. That's fight's over right there. That's it. So that's it. But that's Diaz. He doesn't care about the rule set. He doesn't care about the scorecards. He doesn't care about
His
what people
record,
say.
yeah, none of that.
He doesn't care about no record. He just loves to fight. So he doesn't care. So like to me, any other fighter in the world hurts Leon Edwards that bad, they finish the fight. Anybody else would have finished Leon Edwards off. That fool, he didn't even know what country he was in.
Right.
He was walking around like he was on stilts. And Diaz, instead of finishing him, just points at him, laughs at him. So it's like, beat you. That's right there. I beat you. That's it. See you later.
That's what he needed to see.
Dana White
all
dodges
he
a
wanted.
bullet. Dana dodges a bullet because if Diaz does finish him right there, God, Dana has to pay him $25 million to fight again. He's a big. I don't know. Right now, to me, Diaz is the biggest draw in MMA. The reaction he gets during that entire card when he's coming in, they show him walking in. It's absolutely
So many
nuts.
people love to watch him fight.
It's
the biggest
he's-
individual draw, but like,
right
if he
now
fights,
he's the biggest.
Yeah, you need both.
He's
to
the
make it
most
work out.
entertaining as a fighter, though. I think he's the most entertaining to watch.
Dude.
Unless Bad Connor comes back.
Right.
It's close. Diaz is there. He's that big.
He's not as big as Connor was.
He's a megastar, though.
He's up there, but he's
He's a
not as
megastar.
big because he's so like when it's not his fight.
I will go out and say Connor's the biggest there ever was.
Yeah.
Nate's the second. I don't think anybody's been bigger than those
I don't
two.
remember back in the day, but
Unless your name's Chuck Liddell.
I feel like Masvidal, dude, he was the ref for the Lamar.
Yeah, I
That's dude. You know how bad he wanted to get mixed up in there? Could you see it in him? He had a fresh mohawk. He was ready to mix it up with one of those two.
Too bad Aaron Carter didn't hit him with a stray right.
Oh,
on accident.
Chuck just ices him. I don't know.
But yeah, Brandon Moreno, first Mexican.
What a great storyline!
Yeah, right?
What a great storyline!
It was a good moment.
He showed up in the
cool
biggest moment he's ever had. That was the biggest moment he's ever fought in, and he showed up.
Oh, speaking of dude, I was so far off on my bets this week.
I think we both.
I went like 0 for 12.
I think we both did bad.
Paul Craig won.
Oh yeah, he ripped the dude's arm completely off.
I didn't see that fight. I just
so
saw
1 for 12.
And yeah, I missed
that. Was the fight, dude. He broke his arm off, and the ref just let it keep going. Just let it go for like another 45 seconds. Paul Craig stopped and told the ref like his arm's broken, and the ref still didn't stop it. And then he just hit him with like 20 hammer fists. The guy's arms flopping around like a noodle, and then finally he stopped it. But that's why I love it.
It was a knockout.
It was a ref stoppage. I don't know if they gave him a TK or a submission. But
he stopped it way too late.
Oh my Lord!
I gotta go watch this.
25 seconds after his arm got broke off, his arm was like 90 degree angle the wrong way, and the ref let him keep fighting for like, I don't know, 20 seconds. He hit probably 20 punches after that because he was like in a kind of like a half triangle, half arm bar, and Paul Craig like stopped at pulling on his arm because it was broken off.
Yeah,
and told the ref like, "Yo, his arm's broke," and the ref just kind of stared at him. And so Paul Craig like started throwing hammer fists, landing every single one, and then finally they stepped in and stopped it.
Yeah,
but dude, Dana White talked about it in the press conference, the post-fight press conference. His arm wasn't broken; it was just dislocated. He didn't have any ligament damage, nothing. So they put it back in, and he had full range of motion.
He's fine.
He was all right. Rested for 3 weeks. Right. But that night, Jamel Hill went out with Paul Craig. It was on his Instagram today. He's like, he took me out, got me wasted, and we wilded out all night.
Nice.
Nice. That's why I love it.
Did you see that Adesanya hooked that fan up with tickets?
No.
The guy on Twitter, his name's Booger Beard. He's like a diehard MMA guy. He's always getting into it with like MMA Twitter.
What, he just defends Israel all the time?
Yeah, I guess he's like, so he tweeted out something on Friday and was like, I've never been to a live event, it'd be cool. And then Adesanya
brought him in.
Yeah, said I'll fly you out, and he got him front row tickets, put the belt around him. He's posting about all. Yeah, it's wild.
That's legit.
That's cool.
So at the end of the fight, he was posting like he went out and party with that fool afterwards. They're at the Arizona.
Dude,
were they at Diaz's house?
No, I forgot to mention that. So they were at some bar, and he's like, took a picture like Francis Ngannou was there.
All those guys
were dancing with Adesanya. I was like, damn, I like Adesanya.
Diaz invited the entire arena.
Yeah. So said, hey, we're having an after party at my house. I'll post the details on everybody Instagram. Roll through. I'm like, there's 50. How many thousands of people?
Right.
Dude.
The entire stadium.
I wanted to like go right out of.
He posted the address, I guess.
You did?
I don't know.
I looked later that
I looked
night,
the next morning, a bunch of dudes that he hangs out with, like one of the dudes, Mighty Matt. He said he was like, he posted a picture of him standing out front and like the sun's coming up and he's talking to the cops. And he's like, this is me dealing with the cops the entire night. So I would assume the cops came and I'd assume people showed up and the cops came and were like trying to shut it down.
Well, yeah.
I don't know.
That's crazy.
Diaz is wild.
The whole.
I did that one time to Stinson.
Yeah. Got on the microphone.
Stinson wasn't even 21, I don't think.
All right.
I said the address. Me and Pat showed up with like 40,000 people.
There's some fight nights coming up. Obviously, the big one, 264, McGregor, Poirier. So we're not going to have a chance to do an episode on that. Who takes the bet? Who takes it?
McGregor.
Think so?
Yeah. I think so.
I'm having the hardest time picking this one. Yeah.
I think McGregor wins.
Dude, he better.
I think
he's in a must win. He doesn't want to fight.
I don't think he was ready for Poirier
to
kick his front leg like that.
Clearly.
It hurt him.
He's not ready to fight Jake Paul yet. So he's got to keep winning.
Well, he's never stooping down to that level.
That's what I'm saying. He might, though.
He might. If he loses this, he's fighting Diaz trilogy. Guaranteed.
If he wins it, he can still fight Diaz trilogy.
True.
He's fighting Austin McBroom.
Who? No, stop. McBroom's fighting Jake Paul.
Gilbert Burns, Stephen Thompson.
Great fight.
That's going to be a fun one.
Great fight.
I got Burns.
Burns? I'm taking Thompson.
Greg Hardy's on the card. Tai Tuivasa. Greg Hardy's on the card.
Probably knocks him
I didn't
out.
realize that was on the card.
Tai probably knocks him out.
Dude, that card is loaded.
It's a
we may be there.
I'm trying right now. I'm looking.
may be there.
I'm probably going to buy tickets.
We might be there.
So it depends how many beers I drink this weekend. I'll get drunk one night and say,
swipe the card.
Yeah, just fire
swipe it. Swipe
just
away.
Fire it. We'll figure it out.
Sean O'Malley's on the.
We'll have to sell some merch.
What? Oh, he's on the main card. Okay.
I'll buy him. We're going to have to
That's
sell
what
a
I freak
bunch of merch to pay for him.
Sean O'Malley's the first fight on the main card.
That's lit. That fool's great. Love him.
I love O'Malley.
Carlos Condit.
He's fighting Max Griffin.
Max Griffin. Nico Price.
You like Nico. Is he
him.
fighting that Michael...
Yeah, Pereira. That's
going to be there might be ninja stars in that fight. It's going to be wild.
Talking about pulling shanks in the NBA.
Dude, there's going to be that'll be black. There'll be people pulling out pocket sand and throwing in people's. That would be wild.
Like Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, that's going to be
pocket
no
sand.
hold bar right there. Yeah,
come up with this,
dude.
Shit.
I swear to God,
pocket
sand.
Pereira will pull out some pocket sand, throw in his eyes, dude. It'll be
Kevin
wild.
Lee. That's gonna be a good card.
It's deep.
Jessica Evil Eye.
Who's she fighting?
That's on the early prelims.
Who's she fighting?
Jennifer Maya.
Oh, that's
good. Number 7 and number 4 on the early.
Jennifer
prelims.
Maya's good.
And then you got Brad Tavares and Omari Akhmedov. That's 13 and 15 ranked. That's the first fight of the prelims or second.
When's
crazy.
When's Makhachev fight?
I don't know.
Nobody's booked to fight with that guy. Everybody's scared of him.
Yeah. Anyway, that's it for this week. So coming up, we're going to start our fantasy football rankings. Next week, we'll have Face of the Franchise, NFL.
We're bringing fantasy football leagues back?
We're doing the fantasy football.
Oh, the champ is here, bro.
There he is.
Yeah,
the champ is here.
We'll be doing our rankings. I know it's early, but football, it's never too early. Last year, we did our football preview show.
Are we going to do a rankings for each position?
Yeah, so we're going to have Face of the Franchise episode, quarterback episode, running back, and then receiver tight end. So we'll be
just
gone
go ahead and lock Tebow in
4 weeks. Last year, I think we did. I got to go back and listen to last year's fantasy. See if we did good. Do you remember? Sleepers? Did we give out any good ones?
I think we kind of tailed off.
I don't know.
I know our
kind of like our picks. Our picks tailed off.
We still finished.
I won that.
I know we're
dominated.
Above. Yeah,
Took that down.
Right.
Except Riot beat me in the father-son contest. That's still. I'm out for revenge this year. Yeah. I threw it in the towel. Like
still didn't get a pizza
that
party.
was good.
Yeah, he did.
When?
He had his double sleepover and pizza party.
Where was I?
I don't know.
The champ didn't even get invited.
Apparently,
this is.
So you can't.
First of all, now we got an issue.
All right. Well, we'll have him on. Maybe we'll have him on. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week.